Good morning. How is everyone today? It is Monday morning, April 16th. Hello, 2018. So it was a beautiful weekend. I am a little, you probably can't see in this light, but I have a little bit more color in my cheeks. I got a little bit of wind burn and some sun, which is wonderful. Okay, today's theme. Looking forward to the things... Oops, I can't even read that far away. Looking forward to things to have to the pleasure of them. Looking forward to things to have the pleasure of them. Oy, oy, oy. It's Monday. So today's theme is looking forward. You know, something that in a lot of spiritual stuff, they tell you don't look too far ahead, because it creates anxiety and it can feed a sense of helplessness to the future, etc., etc. We are creatures of in the moment, okay? But we have self-awareness enough to be able to look into the future and to be able to recognize the past and learn from it. These are unique things to who we are and how we grow and develop. But we are creatures of the moment. And there's nothing wrong with that, but being able to anticipate the future is a little bit of a curse, because sometimes we wallow in that and we let that hold us down. So it's important to be mindful of the moment, plan for the future, but allow things to change in your future. Allow things to move and transform, and allow your energy to transform and move. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else. I have anxiety about things, but I recognize that it's something that can either hold me back or it can motivate me forward. So I'm going to read from my Come as a Brother. Locate the power in a specific part of your body, then deepen your awareness by staying with it. Since you know that thought creates, you can only conscientiously decide that you are going to bring it up through your body, and so it begins to move. You do not have only 7 chakras, as most of you tend to believe. There are many chakras located all over the body. When you begin to move energy, these centers trigger each other to light up. It is the movement of the synapses and is very rapid movement over which you have little control once it begins. Your job is to be aware of energy, concentrate on it, and your desire to move it up. Then allow it to move. The movement that you put in your awareness is on an area of your physical body. The energy will move there. So start with the lowest chakra, concentrate, and turn to each of the others. This will move the energy up and out through your crown chakra. That's the top. Try it. And remember, this is one of the greatest gifts you have been given. There are no rules made along with the gift. You have them all to yourself. As you are responsible for the quality of your speech, for the quality of your actions, for the quality of everything in your life, so also are you responsible for the quality of your activities. It is up to you. There is no wrong, there is no right, there is simply choice. I love that. It's like my favorite phrase. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's just simply a choice. So today's theme is looking forward to things to have the pleasure of them. So looking forward to things to have pleasure in them. Even something bad is a good thing. It has a pleasurable, not that way. It's got a lesson, sorry. So even a bad thing can have a lesson. It can be a good thing if you turn it into a lesson. Turn it into something that you grow from and become stronger. Today in history, April 16th, every year on this day, the god Apollo was worshipped and supplicated by his faithful cult in Greece. An annual festival was celebrated in his honor. That's pretty cool, huh? Okay, wonderful people. It's Monday. We're going to get rocking and rolling. Take some time. I'm reworking my schedule, so I I read or I listened to a book on my drive down to my event this weekend and back called The Master, something about habit change. I got probably about 3/4 of the way through. It is an amazing book. So I am going to be implementing some changes in my life and see if I can adjust some habits for positive change. There are always things that even I can tweak and adjust to make better. So I got up this morning and I went for a walk and got my tea, and I have a couple things to do this morning before I go to work. So I get lots of stuff done. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Take some time away from the computer, the phone, the internet. I really encourage taking a half hour before you go to bed. If you can't manage an hour, a half hour is a good start. Turn all the electronics off. Don't have those on a half hour before you go to bed. Don't check your Facebook before you go to bed. Just go to bed. Take a half hour. You'll find in a half hour you can do lots of things. You know, I had somebody a couple years ago ask me this question, and I've had people ask me this question since then. How do you get so much done? And I said, well, there's 24 hours in a day. 8 to 9 hours of that is I'm sleeping because I need sleep. And the rest of that is broken up into half-hour increments. I do this for half hour, I do that for half hour, and you would be amazed as to how much. You can even break that half hour into 15-minute blocks. That would be a clinical view of what I do, and mostly I just work on a little bit of one thing and I work on a little bit of another thing and a little bit of one thing and a little bit of another thing, and the next thing you know, 10 things are done. It's not hard to get a lot done if you're not sitting in front of the TV. I sit in front of the computer just like everybody else does, but I try to time it. I've gotten a little bit better about that recently, where I'm looking at the clock. No more than a half hour at a time, and I make myself get up. I go get something to drink. I go to the bathroom. I go, clean something. I go move something. I go fold some laundry. Like whatever I need to do to break up that habit. Creating a new habit for me. That's what I'm doing. But I get a lot done because I'm not sitting in front of the TV. I'm not in front of the computer 24/7. So I turn stuff off and I go get stuff done. I look forward to things so that I can have the pleasure of them. I love all the new things that I can do. So have a beautiful day. Disconnect from the internet, from the computer. I highly encourage you to do that every evening. When you get done with this, turn it off. Go take some quiet time. Go meditate. Go do some deep breathing exercises. These are all valuable things that you can do. And I'm going to put this on my Facebook page, so please subscribe and share. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.